All right, kids. So oral interpretation. Read this with me. Remember, the red lines, the red highlights are attitude, and the rest is just to remind us what to say. We're going to read through this once all together. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Taran wanted to make a sword, but Paul, charged with the practical side of his education, decided on horseshoes. And so it had been horseshoes all morning long. Taran's arms ached, soot blackened his face. At last he dropped the hammer and turned to Call, who was watching him critically. "Why?" Taran cried. "Why must it be horseshoes? As if we had any horses." Right, great, so fantastic. Are you getting this memorized, by the way? Like it's starting to be in your head. All right, well, not Cooper. All right, listen, so here's the next thing. Imagine that we needed to create a soundscape. What's a soundscape? What's a landscape?
What the land?
It's like a painting of the land, right? And it's just what you would see if you were there. A soundscape is the same thing. It's what you would hear if you were there. So what might we hear even before we start the dialogue? What sounds might we hear?
A fire.
Okay, can somebody make a fire sound? Okay, good. Everybody do that? Great. That's one sound. What's another sound we might hear? What? Oh, a whacking, right? That's what Baylor said too, except we're dealing with metal, so how might it sound? Clang. Can we do that? High-pitched clang, 1, 2, 3, go. Clang. Great. So we got fire, we got clanging. All right, fantastic. Let's do this half, do fire, this half, do clanging. All right, and then I'm going to start reading when it's time. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Great. Taran wanted to make a sword. Fantastic. Stop. Fantastic. Good. Jaylee, would you go shring? Good. That's when I say sword, as soon as I say sword, you're going to go swing. It's you're pulling your sword out, right? Yeah. If somebody wants to do da 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 da, is that Baylor?
Yeah.
Let's make it, Alex. Do your best. It doesn't have to be right. All right. Let's start again. Listen. I need fire. I need the furnace, and I need clanging. 1, 2, 3, go.
I start now.
No. Clanging. Good. All right. Taran wanted to make a sword, but Call, clanging, fire, charged with the practical side of his education, had decided on horseshoes. Good. Stop. So I think that's probably it. Like that would just keep going until you get to something like he dropped the hammer. So it would be like maybe cling, boom, right? Does that make sense? All right, great. So what you're going to do today is you're going to get into a group, and the group is going to take like half a page of the book, and you're going to come up with these things. Number 1, find your group. Number 2, you're going to read the section together and highlight the things that you agree we need to emphasize, just like on the part that we did there. Like, where do we need attitude? Where do we need to say it in a way that helps the subtext come through? Then, step 3, design the soundscape. What would you hear, right? You may hear birds. You might hear chickens. You might hear wherever they are, right? Step 4, assign roles. You're going to have a narrator. You're going to have character voices. Inside some of the dialogue, it might be like the one where it's like, "Why?" Taran said. So the character voice of Taran goes, "Why?" The narrator says, Taran says, and then Taran talks again. You need voices to do the soundscape, and you can move back and forth. So if you're if you're a character voice, but your character's not talking, then you join the soundscape, which might be birds or the furnace or whatever. Do you understand this assignment? All right, fantastic. You can stop filming now. Stop.